It's now time for us to talk about PANAFEST. PANAFEST is coming off on Saturday, 5th December 2015. It's the Pan-African Historical Theatre Festival that was mooted in the mid-1980s by Afua Sutherland to look at the situation created by the traumatic disruption that was slavery. So we basically look at African people of African descent coming in from the diaspora to visit Africa, and specifically Ghana, and trace their roots. That's one of the things that they do. And to talk about the significance of PANAFEST today and in the 21st century for Ghanaians, for young people, I have in the studio with me Mr. Kojo Ampasahara. He's a Deputy Executive Secretary of the PANAFEST Foundation. I also have Efua Asantewa Ofosu. She is a second runner-up for Miss Tourism 2014 and also the PANAFEST Ambassador. Thank you very much for joining us, lady and gentlemen.
Thank you, Rose.
Okay. Now, in the late 1990s, I spent a lot of time around the National Theatre, KidderFest, Fun World, so I was very exposed to PANAFEST. However, I haven't really felt the significance in the last few years. There used to be a lot of commercials and a lot of programs. What happened to PANAFEST? If you can shed some light on that for us.
Well, PANAFEST has been going on. You know, it's alive.
It is?
It's alive. It's very much alive. But the issue has got to do with funding.
Okay.
PANAFEST as an idea was conceived by Auntie Efua Sutherland, as you said. And then from day one, government, was totally supporting it financially.
Yeah.
And as time went on, government got more engaged with other priorities. So the foundation was tasked to sort of seek for private funding to run it.
Right.
And it's not been very easy for the foundation. But it's been going on, it's been going on due to the wonderful voluntary efforts of the local planning committee, the people of Central Region, and lovers of Pan-Africanism, people who want to see Africa united, people who want to see Africa move forward. So there's been volunteerism trying to have PANAFEST, move.
It happens once every 2 years.
Once every 2 years.
Okay. Now, for you, as a young person, why should PANAFEST be important to us?
Okay. PANAFEST promotes unity and Pan-Africanism, and as PANAFEST is there, it is to help our generation to promote made in Ghana, not only made in Ghana, but as well trace our roots. If Black Americans are coming all the way down to trace their roots, I don't see why the youth or African youth should be here without knowing their root, without knowing about Pan-Africanism or anything of that sort.
Right. Now, I remember that the UN launched a decade of
people of
African descent. Shed a little bit of light on that in relation to PANAFEST.
Well, for this year, our team is PANAFEST at the threshold of the decade of people of African descent.
Okay.
This is a declaration made by the United Nations that from now to the year 2024, issues of people of Africa, people of African descent, will be promoted, will be discussed. Issues like our rights, our contribution towards civilization, what is happening to the continental Africa and the African diaspora. This will be on the forefront of international discourse. So PANAFEST has been doing this for the past 2 decades and over. Yeah. So we decided to choose it as a team and to discuss it, to encourage Africans for us to interpret it as to how we are going to take this declaration. Okay. Are we going to allow it to be another wasted 10 years? Right. Are we going to define it in our own terms and try to move it forward? So this is what this year's PANAFEST is going to focus on.
Speaking of this year's PANAFEST, it's starting on the 5th, that's Saturday, and it's ending on the 8th, yes. That's Tuesday.
In the Central Region.
In the Central Region. So it's where are we launching it?
Okay, the opening ceremony or the Akwaba is on the 5th,
Where?
At Victoria Park in Cape Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, that is where we have all the chiefs basically from Central Region coming around, and you know, our guests from the diaspora also coming around. Then on the 6th we have the theater night, where we have the National Association of Black Storytellers coming in from the USA.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Monday we have the Collodium, where we have, you know, women coming around. We also have a presentation to make to Dr. Apostle Kojo Safo.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday the 8th we continue with the colloquium, and then we have our closing ceremony. Then we move to Accra for the carnival.
Is the Pan-African Youth Orchestra performing this year?
No.
Okay, so probably we look forward to that.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
next
but
2
there
years.
are other interesting performances.
Yeah.
All you got to do is to come to Cape Coast and then be part of the celebration.
Now, we did mention that people from the diaspora will be coming through. How are you able to get the information out to them, and what attracts them to actually return to their roots?
Well, considering PANAFEST this year, we see it to be some sort of a teaser.
Okay.
For people to expect PANAFEST in the coming years. And they are not only coming down basically to, you know, trace their route. As a matter of them tracing their route, they are experiencing tourism as well. So in as much as there is PANAFEST, they are coming down. They've heard about it. The previous years of PANAFEST, I'm sure they are so anxious and eager to come witness PANAFEST again. So they coming down is a very huge package that PANAFEST has put together, and I'm sure they are going to enjoy it because this year is going to be fantastic.
Just to add to what Ifo just said, PANAFEST Foundation has a website, panafestghana.org. And then it's a very busy website. Besides, recently, the Musicians of Ghana, they launched a Ghana Music Festival in the US, the city of Mambana, New York. And our Executive Secretary, Rabbi Cohen Halevi, and then the Honorable Minister for Tourism, they had a chance to promote PANAFEST this year. So there has been promotion out there, and then we have our website, and there have been noise going on radio and TV as we're sitting here, you know,
exactly that.
all over the place. So we've been doing some work on that.
Okay. Now, finally, when you were talking about the lineup, one thing I know about PANAFEST, at least from the past, is Emancipation Day. I didn't hear you say that. I'm a bit.
Well,
you know.
Emancipation Day happened in July. The issue of PANAFEST and Emancipation Day being put together, this year we had to hold on to that because of the Ebola scare.
Because it usually is the last day of PANAFEST.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because of the Ebola scare, we had to move PANAFEST to December. And also the beautiful thing is that it's coinciding with the Accra Carnival. So it dovetails it. Right after PANAFEST, we moved to Accra. That's 10 to 12, we have the Accra Carnival. So
Should be there.
Right. So anything else you would want to tell our viewers, just briefly, just before you go?
For me, I would say that I wish everybody could move to Cape Coast to witness. Move, because it's a long period. It's a 4-day stuff. So especially the youth, I know most of them have never witnessed PANAFEST before. This is the opportunity. I know we are in examination week, but you know, you can still adjust and witness this beautiful events.
Well,
as you know, as an institution, we are trying to rebrand PANAFEST to repackage it to make it much more attractive to people of today, and this effort is being led by good people of Cape Coast themselves. Our chief, Osabere Makuseta II, our regional minister, Honorable Akunatebe Konsa, they've been very, very fantastic in pushing for PANAFEST to move forward.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, Ifwa Santua, Miss Tourism Ghana, the second runner-up, and PANAFEST ambassador, as well as Kojo Ampa Sahara, the Deputy Executive Secretary of the PANAFEST Foundation.